Welcome back, Wowzery. Hope you're having a good day wherever you are. And hopefully you're staying safe and healthy and sound and all that good stuff. And today I decided I'm going to do a Russian pre-dreadnought, the Borodino. I was kind of looking through today, looking at ships, and was like, oh, I think I did the Japanese pre-dreadnought not too long ago. So, don't think I've done a pre-dreadnought in a while. So we'll try that here. Put that in there. In case you wonder, no, I type with one hand because the other hand I'm holding the microphone. If I set it down, I got to get real close to it, and people say, no, I get too quiet. I naturally have a quiet voice, so have to struggle with that. And it was an 17 and a half to 18 knot ship, depending on what information source you're looking at. It was a vertical triple expansion, so I'll use that one. Coal. I'm going to go to induced. I don't know. I'll give it. Did have Krupp armor. Give it a barbette. I don't know about these, but I'll give it some. The Citadel, I was not. Now, those are always hard to find. I know it had some. I'll go ahead and give it. Probably should have been Citadel 1, but oh well. And powder. It's one of those strange things. Sometimes when I look up, I'll find they'll say something about powder. I think it was a Japanese ship I did one time. It actually had no powder, but it didn't match up with any of these names. And I was like, okay, no idea. Don't know. So just go with that. I looked at the rangefinder. I forget exactly what it was called, but in the definition, looking up, it was saying it is more of a simple rangefinder. And this one's, the stereo is a more complex. If I recall everything correctly, I think that's how it was. Now the Borodino did have a thin armor belt. It was 7.6 to 5.7, if I wrote that down correctly. It won't go below 8, so it gets an additional about half an inch of armor there. Deck, I saw 2.5 to 1.3. The conning tower was 8 inches. Turret was 10. The roof, the minimum I saw on turret armor was 4 inches, so that's usually the roof. And secondaries was actually 6 inches. No, that actually was true. The main tower, give it a front tower, rear tower. It had 2 funnels. Just 2 large funnels like that. Let's see what that give me. Yeah, 100%. Good. Did have 2 twin 12-inch guns, one fore, one aft. Back just a bit. I got a aft weight offset there, going pretty good. Secondary guns, it did have 6 twin 3-inch guns, turrets, which you can do in this one. The secondary guns, that one's, it said up to 20 3-inch guns. I actually haven't done that. Let's see if we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's remove that one. There. I think that gets us the 20 that I need. Yeah. 20 3-inch guns, 6 and 2. Yeah. I want to say it actually, I think that actually is the hull for the Borodino. I think. Not 100% sure. I'm kind of going off a sketch I saw of how things were. Now I was looking more for how many funnels it had, how the secondaries were a little bit. But, yeah, take it into battle here. 2-on-2 against 2 Japanese pre-dreadnoughts. As always, I'm on YouTube, BitChute, like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff. And let's see. Nope, not spotted. I did the range at 10,000 meters, yards. I can't remember off the top of my head what the game does, if it does meters or yards. I did 10,000, and obviously that was too far away. So now we get to sit here and watch these guys try to find each other. And I don't think that's an A. I think it's an O, yeah. I spelled it wrong. I was not paying attention to what I was doing when I was spelling that, so makes it look like it's a female name or something. That I do not recall seeing that name as a Russian battleship, dreadnought, or pre-dreadnought. Of course, some of those dreadnoughts change names so fast. Yeah, it's hard to see. Oh, let's see. Oh, I've already struck it on fire. Looks more British in design, which is what you would expect, because I believe the Russians were influenced heavily by French, which is that sloping side. There is a name for it, and off the top of my head, I think it begins with a T, like Terminator. I can kind of see the word, but it's eluding me. Terminator. I have to look it up after it's over and go, oh yeah, that's what it was. How did I not know that? Gotta slow down. Jeesh. Get that bonus. Although I am surprised that Borodinos only had 6-inch and 3-inch guns as secondaries. Although I think at this time they weren't quite at the stage where they were doing like 12-inch and 10-inch. Doesn't appear to be moving too fast. It's going 15 knots. About my same maximum speed. Looks like it used nickel armor, but it does have thicker armor, so we'll see if that makes a difference here. Historically, the Borodinos were, I believe, at least four out of the 5 were all sunk at the Battle of Tsushima. Did I just say that right? If you've been around this channel, you know long enough, I suck with names. And I butcher names quite often. And let's see. But yeah, this class did not do well in that battle at all. I think it's like the only class that almost all of them were lost in one battle. Quite the naval accomplishment. I guess if you could call that an accomplishment. Probably not one they want. I think years ago there was a computer game on the old Apple II that simulated the battle. I never made it all that far. You actually had to did your fleets and maneuver them into battle, and once you did the battle it became a turn-based thing. You ordered each ship to what it was going to shoot at, if it was going to maneuver, anything like that, and then it would do one turn. Everything would kind of go and it would give you the results, and you'd do the next turn. It was kind of based on another game, I think it was called Dreadnoughts, where you did the Bismarck, Chase of the Bismarck. That one was actually quite fun. Even just about 10 years ago, I had a Apple II emulator that I loved playing that game on. And I don't know where this guy is going, but he's just completely stopped. Get the AI going here. See what the AI does here. Get them straightened out a little bit. Of course, I don't think this guy's moving either. Nope. We got 2 ships just sitting there, pounding each other. Let's see, that name I'm... The Bonru? Am I close? Maybe? I don't know. But I'm not familiar with that one. The Shikishima? The Shikaishima? A lot of times with Japanese, I don't know where to break up the word. I think I've heard somewhere it's like 3, and so it'd be like Shikishima, something like that. That one I'm not familiar with that name either. I don't recall it as a battleship name for Japan, or pre-dreadnought, or anything like that. Oh, you're starting to move. So one thing about the pre-dreadnoughts, with only 4 guns, you just don't do damage as fast. This guy is damaged. Yeah. 2 funnels. I forget, there's a French ship kind of the The hull right here just kind of reminded me of a French ship that there's a video on YouTube, I forget who did it, but they called it basically like the hotel battleship, a hotel or something like that, the floating hotel or some weird name like that, and simply because it's got this weird, almost hotel-like superstructure. It's like what were they thinking when they designed that? Oh, 2 boilers damaged. Yeah, the belt armor's probably hurting. Ooh, repaired the engines. And then they were damaged again. Yep. Repair and damage. So far things are going not my way. Of course, overall, I think a lot of people would kind of consider the Borodino. I'm trying to read that name, wrong name. They were not really a successful class. And I think that battle where, the fact that Japan beat Russia basically so soundly, it really hurt Russia's image. Ooh, an ammo explosion turns the tide. Isn't that interesting? That was not expecting an ammo explosion. Oh, no, that's interesting. I don't think I've seen that before in the game. That secondary tower is damaged and leaning. Usually they've just turned black or whatever, and now they've added some interesting things to it. I'm gonna go over here and just take a look at the sinking ship here. Never actually looked at the... darn. Didn't break up. And it's gone. Leaving a circle of oily water and debris. And not really hitting that guy too much over there. Oh, this guy's turned and he's shooting away. Oh, I lost a main gun right there. That's not too good. Well, he's just shooting away here. Let's speed things up here, get things going. See what happens here. Oh, there goes the engine again. Might be thinking we may run out of ammo and have everybody still floating. Oh, this ship just... Oh. I've lost the forward main gun on both ships. There goes half my firepower. 59%, 80%, doesn't say. on. Let's see. Got a damaged funnel. It looks like it's being hit by small caliber fire here at the moment, not large caliber. Expect that number to go up pretty fast. And if I hadn't lost my main guns there, this probably would have been doing much better. Still hitting. Aiming ladder, no hit chance. Oh, there's a hit chance. 4%. He's got a higher hit percent chance than I do. Green. Just within the 3-inch gun range. Now what I didn't look is it probably had torpedo tubes, and I got stuck on, oh wow, there's 20 3-inch guns and all this other type of stuff, and completely forgot. Because those torpedo tubes are usually at the very bottom of a weapons list. I think the next one was like a 1-inch gun or something like that, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do that one. Although a typical thing for me is when I do one of these videos is do some quick research, write down weapons, armament, a little thing, belt, deck armor, all that, those values. I try to see if it says what type of armor was used, speed, what type of engines were used, and all that. Generally, usually use Navipedia. They seem to have the list pretty good. And then I get into the game. I do a test to make sure that I can do the ship, or at least it'll work. I can get everything on there. And then I record the video, do a screen thumbnail after it's done, and after that I load the video. This one is going to just... This is where I call it impatient in the pre-dreadnought battles, because the weapons are, the main guns are so few. It just drags on after a while, and a lot of times the smaller guns can't do much. Let's see, what's the ammo on? It's taking some hits. Of course, I think last game I was saying how I haven't had many main guns be knocked out and all that type of stuff, and wait, I lost my battleship. And no, just I guess it just got pounded away. Well, I think most normal circumstances, this would be where it would become a draw, and everybody would kind of retreat. So that's kind of what I'm going to do this game here. Call it more of a draw before it goes out too long. And I try not to go more than 20, 25. I like to go right around 20 minutes or so. That I find is a good number. Alright. Call this a draw. And hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you tomorrow.